hey everyone. Hey cruisers. Oh no, I get in trouble when I don't say hey cruisers. Welcome back to March Muster. We're so happy to have you here. If you're new to March Muster, this is our March vlogging event or live stream event where we are live 3 times per week in the month of March. And I didn't say the month of March this time. I said it right. The month of March. So you can look forward to seeing us Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. It is so wonderful to see all of you. Tonight's episode is brought to you by our beautiful friends at cruiseline.com and Shipmate app. Our challenge in March is to have all of you guys download the Shipmate app on your mobile devices and write a cruise review right in the app and then screenshot your review and send it to me on Instagram. Actually, what I need you to do is pop it in your stories on Instagram and tag me at Cruise Tips TV for a chance to be featured and shared in our stories over on Instagram. How you doing, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? I got the thumbs up from him. So as per usual, we were all early tonight. We thought we were so cool. We're like, oh, it's 5:30 and we're ready for the live stream. Mr. Cruise Tips TV walks into the set. The camera, ring light, and iPad that he uses to put all the comments on, which I'm staring at right now, had completely fallen over. Like it had done like a slow death, so there was no crashing noise, so he didn't know. So it was like laying on top of his computer. So everything had fallen apart and we had to reconfigure it. So thankfully, we started early and we got it all done, but right up into the minute that we went live, we had a microphone issue, things were not quite configured quite right, and woo, it was stressful. So anyway, thank you for keeping me company in the pre-chat tonight. So many of you showed up early and we've all just been kind of encouraging each other, talking a little bit about coronavirus and all the fear and things out there. And tonight we are here for you to answer your cruise questions until 6:30 p.m. We have a hard stop at 6:30 tonight. Because we got to eat some dinner and got some things to do tonight, but we've got about 25 minutes to answer your cruise questions, so go ahead and start typing them in the chat. Kara Glenn said, cool shirt, Sherry. Thank you, Kara. I have a beautiful story about this shirt. I have a dear friend who bought this shirt for me. She does some really cool like thrift resale, and she sent me a message and said, would you like this shirt? And I said, not only would I like that shirt, but I already have it and it's too small for me right now because I've had it for 10 years and my body has changed and I need it in a medium instead of a small. So it was really super special and I am so thankful to my friend Kimberly for sending me this beautiful shirt. I love it. So friends are golden. Give your friends a hug tonight, guys. A virtual hug or a real hug. Karis Otero says, hi, I'm a first timer. Welcome, Karis. And if y'all are new in the chat, we want you to tell us that you're here. Tell us that you're new so that our wonderful community can surround you and take good care of you. Ms. Mary said, I have a question. If you take a child aged 16 months on the cruise, do they pay the same fare as the adult? Well, it depends. Yes, they do. So if they're the third person in the room, they pay a regular third person fare. If that makes sense, the answer is yes, they do, and yes, they pay gratuities. So I know it's a little controversial for some people. Personally, I don't have a problem with it because I know that when my son was little, he's another human. We have to pay for him. So Bill Bayango said, going to Alaska in May, should I be worried about coronavirus? Bill, I wish I could answer that with a simple yes or no. But I think all of us right now are in a very confusing spot with coronavirus. We certainly don't want to overreact. The media is making it very difficult for us not to overreact, but let's all remember to just guide ourselves with 3 words right now. And those 3 words are facts over fear. Should you be worried? I wouldn't say you should be worried. Should you be aware that changes could happen with your cruise? It could be canceled, something could happen? Sure. We've seen cruise ships be diverted, quarantined. There have been incidents in the news. We can't ignore those incidents. But we've all just got to keep a really clear head and remember that as I believe the chairman and CEO of Royal Caribbean, forgive me if I got his title wrong, but as he said in his official video to travel agents this week, he said, this sucks, and it does. And he also said, this too shall pass, and it will. Let's hang in there, guys. you know, I can't answer whether or not you should cancel your cruise. I can't answer when this is going to go away. But let's all be strong. Let's all remain cruise lovers and know that we have been in these difficult situations before, and we will get through this, and this will end. It will. It's going to end. So with that said, my friend, I don't think you should be worried. But I'm thinking of you. I'm kind of stressing out too. We're watching the stocks fall. We're watching all these things happen with cruises this week, and we're just going like face palm after face palm after face palm. Like, when will this ever end, right? It's so hard. So let's focus our energy on staying healthy, on stopping the spread of this situation, this global situation, and just being here for each other. All right, Ms. Mary, I got Ms. Mary's question. Let's move on to Chad Cotner. Chad, I hope you're having a good work week. I'm so glad you made it. I love it when people make it that can't usually make it, and I know Chad is one of those peoples. You're one of those peoples tonight, Chad. Chad says, I have a med cruise scheduled for early May with 3 stops in Italy. I'm debating, should I keep it or cancel? Okay, so Chad, the epicenter of the coronavirus in Italy is in the north. There's 2 regions in the north that are affected. Based on the geographical possibility that your cruise ship is visiting that area, it's probably pretty slim. With that said, Italy, as of today, I believe, is on a level 3 warning. Here's the thing. I don't know about you, Chad, but my employer, my day job employer, issued a statement saying that if you're going to a place that's on a level 3 warning, you have to call HR, you have to get clearance, because chances are you could be quarantined. I think the risk of that is very small. I think the cruise lines are more likely to divert your med cruise to other ports in Italy, because if there's a threat in Italy, I think they're going to divert you, because it's easy to divert in the med, right? The cities are relatively close together. I wouldn't cancel if I were you, but I can't answer for you. That's just my personal opinion. If Chad, if you want to have more of a conversation about this with me, message me over on Facebook or shoot me an email. Sherry, SHERI, at cruisetipstv.com, because I hear you, and I think I would probably be wondering myself if I was going on an Italy-focused itinerary. But let's chat about it more if you need help. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't cancel. Alvin Gibson said, this is my first time on live. Yay, Alvin! We got a newbie tonight. We hooked one. We hooked a newbie. Alvin, welcome to the community. Did Alvin have a question? Because I just saw Alvin's thing go away, and he just said, yay. Okay, cool. Alvin, yay, welcome. Russell Greenstone said, is it safe to travel during the coronavirus? Russell, I think it's safe to travel. I think you should avoid areas that are high risk. The CDC and the WHO, who are providing us with daily updates on what regions are safe and what level of travel advisories there are in those areas, I can tell you that I will put myself out there and travel to areas that are at this moment deemed safe. I don't think that not traveling is the solution. I think that if you are someone who is at risk, at higher risk, you're traveling with a very small child, someone who's immune compromised, someone who's older or has underlying health issues, you should be very careful about travel right now. But otherwise, I think we should not limit our travel. Just be very cautious about where you travel. Remain informed. Michael Inyama said, Carnival or Royal? Michael, I love them both. I can't pick for you. We got to talk more about it. Carnival is a great value line with lots of options, lots of home port options, meaning chances are, depending on where you live in the U.S., you might be able to drive to a port, and that's pretty cool. Royal Caribbean offers the biggest and best. Usually you're going to pay a little bit more for it, but we love them both, and I can't answer that for you. All right, Steve Roth. I was waiting for someone, Steve, to talk about this. Steve Roth said our company just put an international travel ban for all employees through the month of March. I tell you what, I say through the month of March, that's fair. I don't think they have any right to go beyond March because we don't know what's going on. But Steve, I got a pretty stern email from my company too, outlining travel awareness and some limitations that we have. And it was pretty, I would say, surprising to me. But I think companies are trying to do their best right now to have some kind of a communication solution. So yeah, international travel ban. That's very interesting. JCO Beauty said, I'm going on Oasis of the Seas at the end of March. Should I be nervous about the virus? Should we postpone? Personally, Oasis of the Seas is a Caribbean cruise, right, JCO Beauty? Personally, my dear, I wouldn't postpone. I wouldn't be nervous. I would be aware. I don't think you're going to end up in a quarantine situation. You need to be flexible, though, that your ports could definitely change, because even now in the Caribbean, there are some port changes going on with certain cruise lines. Whether those cruise lines are being turned away or the cruise lines are taking proactive measures and they're revamping their own itineraries, both of those things have happened. But I do think you're safe, okay? I wouldn't cancel based on the fact that you're going to the Caribbean. Okay, let's see here. Tracy Kingston said, any thoughts on scoring special rooms? Maybe you could move that up for me, sweetheart. Drink break while Mr. Cruise Tips TV adjusts the iPad. Okay. I'm taking my drink break. It's not your fault, sweetheart. I love you. Did I tell you I love you today? Okay. Let's see here. Tracy Kingston said, any thoughts on scoring special rooms, i.e. aft, corner wrap, balconies, floor-to-ceiling windows, OV? Had one on a fluke and now I want more. Anyone else? Oh my goodness, Tracy. Tracy, I love your question because they are hard to find. There is one hack for you. This is the only thing I can tell you, and that is you have to book those really early. They do go really fast, so book them 2 years out. Get onto those websites, get your travel agent onto the website when the bookings come out and grab them. That's the hack. Vanya Altman said, yay, I made it. Hi, everyone. Love your blouse. Oh, thank you so much. Aww. Vanya said, I'm sure Mr. Cruise Tips TV also wears something cute. Oh, he's coming in. Hi. I get a kiss. If you're coming in, I get a kiss.
No,
no, but I have my spicy lip gloss on. Oh, no kisses for... He didn't give me a kiss. Why didn't you give me a kiss? All right. Isn't he cute, though? Vanya, do you like his shirt? What's on your shirt, babe? Leaves. Cute little leaves. He actually, I got him a Stitch Fix one time, and that shirt came in the Stitch Fix. So sometimes he gets all handsome on me. Well, he's always handsome. You're so cute, babe. I like that with your jeans, but I'm still mad at you for not giving me a kiss. All right, Vanya. He gets lots of credit. He just has to stop being so shy because it's hard to get credit when you're shy. Vernon said, my plan since the coronavirus has been reported in Tennessee, I'm going on a cruise to be safe. Yes, Vernon, evacuate the area immediately. I hear you. And I'm so glad that you guys are safe with the crazy weather event that happened in Nashville this week, Vernon. Goodness sakes. All right, Pastel Dragon said, I'm going in the summer. Would we have to cancel? Personally, Pastel Dragons, summer would be a time that I would not be canceling right now. I'd be in a wait and see mode, okay? Don't pull the trigger yet. Wait and see. All right, Colt's mom. I can't read the rest of it. Colt's mom. Any tips for formal night? I want a long formal gown. Having trouble finding one in a plus size. Hubby will wear a dress shirt and tie. Oh my gosh, I know, Colt's mom. It's so hard to find formal wear. Okay, here's what I would recommend that you do. I have had really good luck with Macy's for formal wear. They do have plus sizes, and you can get them shipped to your house, try them on in the comfort of your own home, get 5 of them or 10 of them, order them, get them delivered to your house, try them on, and then return them to the store, whatever doesn't work. I really like Macy's for formal wear. They have a ton of selection. If anybody else has any formal wear tips, preferably plus size formal wear, please, let's help Colt's mama. Katie Loveland said, you look great, Sherry. Oh, thank you, Katie. Daisy Roman said, what are your thoughts on last minute deals on cruises? I know if we know the general location we want to go, would this be a good option? Daisy, right now, it's an excellent option. We're considering a last minute deal. Just know that you should have multiple options. You shouldn't have your heart set on one ship where you could run into disappointment. I think there's never been a better time. Yeah. Okay, Pastel Dragons, you're going to the Bahamas. Is it safe not to cancel? Right now, Pastel Dragons, as of today, I'm going to say yes, it's safe to not cancel. That is not a danger zone right now. Things could change, but I think you're okay. Samantha Vanderwall said, what can we use to help clean our room to make sure we don't get sick, especially since the coronavirus? I'm also excited. We got $126 credit today. Cool. Samantha, the norovirus wipes in our shop are completely sold out right now. Every single germ fighting item is completely sold out in our shop right now, but I want you to bookmark what I'm going to put in the chat for you, and you're going to want to get the Clorox norovirus wipes when they become available again in the germ fighter and immunity booster section at Amazon.com cruise tips TV, but literally everything is sold out. It's because people are panicking. There is a pack of 2 Sono wipes in the shop right now that is available, but it's ridiculous. They're $35. Don't waste your money. Wait until the prices are normal. Marcy Crutchfield said, what are your thoughts about the new cruises in the Great Lakes coming in a few years? How big will these ships be? I'm so excited about them, Marcy. I know that Victory Cruise Line is currently sailing the Great Lakes, and I would love to do that. I think they're going to be beautiful. I don't know how big the newer ships will be, but I'm thrilled to hear that we've got more options in that area. All right, Jeffrey Dayash said, why should I use a travel agent versus booking myself? Great question, Jeffrey. Basically, the deal with a travel agent, in my opinion, a good travel agent, not just any travel agent, is that you don't have anything to lose. Personally, that's my opinion. Here's a few examples of how a travel agent can add value. Travel agents are generally part of a bigger network, so they're part of a host agency, which can offer you discounts, perks, onboard credits, and things that the cruise line cannot offer. They also offer you the knowledge that they have from years of booking cruises. They also can help you with things like travel insurance and airfare, pre-cruise hotels, and they can probably save you money on the travel insurance portion, okay? Also, if a phone call needs to be made to the cruise line to get a rate drop or a price adjustment or to talk to them about changing your room, that is not time you are spending doing it. It's time that your travel agent is doing it. My personal opinion, I've been on over 30 cruises. I use an agent for every single cruise. So I don't know how else I can explain it other than those particular points. Chad Cotner said, on a happier note, I have a Mexican Riviera cruise on NCL Joy coming up in April. Yep, you've got 2 booked. Any Puerto Vallarta Resort Pass Day recommendations? Yes, Chad, we love 2 resorts in Vallarta. The Hyatt Ziva, a little bit of a longer cab ride, or the Now Amber Resort. You simply need to email their concierge desk in advance to make reservations and confirm availability. Both are available to be reached by taxi cab. Hyatt Ziva is farther, Now Amber is closer. Hyatt Ziva has smaller pools but a beautiful beach. Now Amber has bigger pools and a crappy beach, but fabulous for small children because they have a fast, fun water slide for little kidlets at the Now Amber. I will tell you that both of the resorts are so great that I would consider booking a land vacation at either one of them anytime. I love Puerto Vallarta. Chad, though, if you're looking for a budget option, and my friend Susie, Cruisin' Susie on Instagram, went to the Marriott in Puerto Vallarta recently. It's way less expensive, and I'm definitely going to do that next time. Raven Hamilton said, are spa cabins worth it? To me, depends on the price. Usually, yes, partially because the location is great and quiet, but also I love thermal suites, so I'd probably say yes. Terry Ortiz, new, and your name is Fairy Godmother and you love cruising. Welcome, Fairy Godmother. Andy Piorio said, what is a Stitch Fix? Aw, Andy, I will tell you what a Stitch Fix is, and I'll give you guys a little discount code to use on it. Stitch Fix is a monthly clothing service that I use. There's a couple of them that I use where you can get a fix sent to you. And it's actually really great. It takes a little bit of time for your stylist to get to know you, but they send you 5 curated pieces that you can keep or send back, and it's pretty fun stuff. My husband uses it, I use it. I have 2 different clothing services that I use, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a $25 coupon for you guys in the chat in just a moment here. I had to email it to myself. So let me give you my $25 referral code really quickly here. This gives you $25 off your first Stitch Fix. Coming at you in the chat, but I also want to let you know that I use a service that's less expensive called Fashion, and we've done unboxings of my Fashion boxes over on our Cruise Gear channel, youtube.com/Cruise Gear. Fashion is offering $10 off your first box, and I've just put a link in for that one too, and it's a little bit more reasonable. So they're both fantastic. All right, Safety said, hi, first timer here. We all love your tips and videos. Aw, thank you so much, Safety, welcome. Let's see, Balak Family said, doing Carnival Radiance transatlantic from Spain. Any recommendations from flying over for the States? Yeah, Balak Family, we have some great videos for you on packing for an international flight or an international cruise. Just go to the videos tab here on our channel and type in international or international flight. We have made videos with specific tips for you, products that we use, the way that we pack our carry-on bag for a flight, everything. Oh my gosh. Papa Mozo, first timer here, referred from Sharon. Is that from Sharon at Sea? Awesome. Cruising Celebrity Summit, March 28th. Anyone going? Anybody going on Celebrity Summit? Let's let them know. And thank you very much, Papa Mozo, for the super chat. And would you please thank Sharon for referring you over? We love Sharon and Jamie and Matthew. They're very dear to us. Loved getting the opportunity to meet them on Carnival Panorama. They are awesome family, and we hope we get to spend more time with them someday. Vicky Macree said, hi, just got here. We're embarking on Royal Princess Saturday. We have an abundance of bleach wipes. Any other advice? Vicky, my advice is have fun. Don't worry, girlfriend. You're going to be fine. Royal Princess is such a beautiful ship, and you lucky dog, you get to go on a Medallion class cruise. I'm so jelly. Diane Thibodeau, we have been upgraded to an aft junior balcony. This is a first for us to be at the very back. Is there anything we should be aware of? OMG, Diane, all I can tell you is you lucky dog. No, just enjoy it and be stoked that you got that balcony. Safety tips on Royal. You got an email today for an April cruise. Yeah, no real specific safety tips. Just get lots of rest, eat well, get lots of exercise, be healthy, and do what you would normally do. Wash your hands, keep your hands away from your face, all that good stuff. Trini Puppy saying hello from Trinidad and Tobago to my favorite cruise people. Oh my goodness! From Trinidad and Tobago, how wonderful. Thank you so much for popping in. Someday I hope to get to visit you. Barb Thayer said, have you ever sailed on Island Princess? No, I haven't, but isn't it Scott at Scott Singer Cruises that said that's his favorite ship? I've heard it's great. Bridget's Buzz says, what do you think of Royal Caribbean starting to temperature check all the passengers and crew for each sailing? I can see guests being upset, but I think it's great. Personally, I think it's great too, because what are we talking about? What's our motto, guys, at Cruise Tips TV? Facts over fear. The fact is, if you have a fever, you shouldn't be getting on a ship. If we can stop that from happening, we will have less fear because we're taking real steps to prevent onboard illness. I think it's wonderful. Awilda Morrison said, how much do you have to pay a travel agent? Nothing. Travel agents are free. The cruise lines pay them for their services. They do not cost you a penny more. If they are charging you a fee, do not work with them. I will put my travel agent's link in the chat here too, guys. I will tell you, you need to call her. Do not email her. She's extremely busy right now. So please refer to the phone number on the website. That's the best way to get in touch with her. I got Bridget's, yeah. And I got Awilda. Carol Potch. Cruise to Hawaii from April from San Francisco. Any problems? First time here. Love this blog. Carol, I hope not. I think you should be fine. There is an issue in San Francisco right now, as we know, with Grand Princess being held offshore because there are some folks on board who could potentially be infected, but I think they're going to find that they're clear. We're going to see soon. They've all been tested. I don't think you're going to have any concerns there. If it was me, I would book a cruise from San Francisco in April. Tracy Kingston, if I book directly with a cruise line, is there a benefit to transferring over to TA? I've never used a TA in 15 cruises. Yeah, Tracy, there's not like necessarily a financial benefit, but I've actually done that before. Let's say, for example, I was booking a cruise on a Sunday morning and I didn't want to bother my travel agent. I would put a hold on the cabin and then you can transfer the booking. The benefit is that your travel agent then does all the work for you. All right, Andy Poerio said, what is there to do in Nassau? There's a ton, Andy. You could go to the Atlantis Resort and get a water park pass. You could go to the Blue Lagoon. You could just walk around. You could walk down to Junkanoo Beach. People like to go to Senior Frogs there. Tons to do. Nautical nurse Nancy is in the house. My goodness, Nancy, I'm sorry, but it's a tongue twister for me tonight. What is going on? I need help. I need dinner. Oh my goodness. So Nancy says, have you ever done the Flamingo Island or Aruba or been tempted to do it? I've never been to the ABC Islands, Nancy, but oh my goodness, I would love to do that. It'd be so fun, and my son would love to see the flamingos. Michael Carroll said, I'm always worried I'm going to pay more using a travel agent. Is that not true? It is not true, Michael. Typically, you actually pay less. The cruise lines pay them for their services. You do not pay more. They shouldn't be charging you fees. If you look at the cruise line website at the price of a particular cabin and then your agent quotes you more, call them out on it. Let them know and let them fix it or find out why. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lisa, for the compliment. I really appreciate that. That is Mr. Cruise Tips TV typically, but sometimes I'm able to do it. What I've done, Lisa, is I've created a list of frequently discussed links that I've got here. And our friend Cricket Fox, who's in the chat, she helps us out too. And she's got links ready too. She's like a superstar. So Margie Thornton said, heading to the dollar store this weekend, any suggestions? Yes. Okay, Margie, the things I would avoid would be medications. I don't like to buy dollar store medications. The things I would buy would be, if you can find brand name items like toiletries and sunscreen, those are great. Tea lights, little fake candles are really fun to buy there. Carabiners, tissue, decorations for your stateroom, things like that are great. Pamela Martin said, will the travel agent be able to get my casino discount and credits? I don't think so, Pamela. I think you have to book through the casino department if you're a casino cruiser. I think you need to book through the casino department, but you could always ask the travel agent. Moss Bloss said, what's the weather like in Alaska end of September? Really cold, cool, rainy. Yeah, typically, Moss Bloss, it gets more cool and rainy at the end of September, comparatively speaking. Yeah. All right. Wow, Shorty just booked a Trans-Pacific and it has 9 sea days on the cruise. Any tips on how to keep yourself occupied? I know that would be hard for me too. I'm more of a port day girl. So I guess my advice to you would be download a bunch of movies onto your device or iPad or something to watch just in case you get bored of movies. Take a few good books and just enjoy the activities. Yeah, other than that, I think that's probably what my advice would be. Mary Caton said, is it true that Princess Medallion is also a tracking device for finding people in your party? Someone told me that, but not sure if it's true. Yes, it is true. That portion of the Medallion technology is very true. I believe it's called Ocean Compass, if I'm not mistaken, and you can track people. It's not perfect technology, but it is great, and we did it often. It's funny, though, because you might find that the person you're trying to track is a moving target. Like, I would go look for my husband and I would like find him and Junior, and then I would go to that place and then they would have moved to another place. So that's the only downside. All right. Shannon H said, do you use the same travel insurance for land vacations as you do for cruises? Yeah, if I was gonna book it on my own, I'd probably use AIG's Travel Guard product. Either way, it's the same thing. Glenn Goss said, good evening all, just got home from work, glad to be here. Glad to have you, Glenn. Colton said, did you see Vice President Pence is meeting with cruise line officials this weekend to discuss the current situations? I think that's great, Colton. I think we need to have a lot of discussion. Just like when the president of Princess Cruise Lines went to Japan and was talking with officials, we need to talk, we need to get a plan in place and figure this thing out, because it feels like we're in a phase right now where it's getting worse before it's getting better. So I think that's wonderful, and I'm so glad to see that we're talking. How could that ever be bad, right? Like having discussions. Travis Hurst said, going on my first cruise in September, taking my parents for their 45th wedding anniversary. Is there any special dining on the Bliss that we should stay away from, or what's your favorite dining? Oh, Travis, I love the specialty dining on Bliss. I found that Ocean... what's it called? Oh gosh. Oh no, it's the seafood one and I've just blanked out on the name of it. The seafood one is wonderful. The Mexican restaurant is fantastic and the steakhouse is great. Any of those would be great. I don't know about the Italian one because I didn't try it, so I can't recommend that to you, Travis. But the seafood one was really nice. I liked that a lot. Crazy Cat Traveler said, have you taken advantage of the extended Princess sale? Guys, what Crazy Cat Traveler is talking about right now is so cool. Do y'all remember how Princess has been doing a sale for the last few months called Best Sale Ever? Well, that was a huge success. So what they have done is they've created something called Princess Plus. Princess Plus is Best Sale Ever forever. So it's like they took it and they made it a new rate option. So on most cruises, when you go to book, you can pick Princess Plus, or you can pick regular pricing and you can see the prices side by side most of the time, not all the time. Best Sale Ever includes gratuities, drink package, and Wi-Fi. And the price difference is reasonable, you guys. I'm telling you, this is not always the case with perks. You have to watch out for perks. Yes, it's going to cost more than a bare bones fare, But OMG, every time I look at it, I'm like, that is so smart. They're so smart to be doing this right now. I cannot wait to cruise with Princess Plus because I love the concept of it. You will have no bill at the end of your cruise if your Wi-Fi, your drinks, and your gratuities are paid for. Anything else is just like if you're gonna get a spa treatment or shopping, but that's a huge chunk of change. Seriously consider it. I'm thrilled about it. Bridget's Buzz said, any reason why you haven't been back to Alaska? Bridget, just not enough vacation days, baby. I would be back in Alaska right now if I could. I would be on the first May 3rd sailing, but it's like, we can't do it all. We've got jobs, we've got responsibilities, and we've got other places we want to see. We'll be back to Alaska though. I definitely have the Alaska itch. Danielle said, I love your vlogs. Thank you, Danielle. Kristen Ann said, hello, I'm a lurker, and I love you all, but I never comment. Hey, lurker, Kristen, welcome. Any tips on helping the back on land motion sickness? Got back from Panorama a week and a half ago, and it took so long to wear off. Yes, my tip for you, Kristen, my remedy is to go on more cruises. I will tell you the truth that earlier in my cruising career, this would happen to me a lot more, and it would last a lot longer, but the more you cruise, typically, the less it happens. If it doesn't go away, you guys need to be aware that it could be a very serious thing called MDDS, which is also known as mal de débarquement syndrome. It is French, so pardon my pronunciation, but that is rare. Typically, the swaying is very common, especially when you're sitting still when you get back from a cruise. Sometimes I'll go back to work, I'll sit at my desk, and I'll be like this. I can still feel the motion. It's so weird, but it's really normal. There are no tips other than to get plenty of rest, hydrate, eat well, get lots of sleep, and resume a healthy lifestyle as fast as you can. Margie Thornton, how much do you tip the room stewards, and do you give them a little gift bag with goodies? We do not do gift bags, Margie, because we are extremely conservative packers, and I know that they just want money. I usually give them 10 or 20 extra bucks. All right. Papa Mozo, don't forget to tell Papa Mozo if anybody else is doing ABC Islands in January on NCL Epic. Papa Mozo wants to know if he's got some buddies on the ship. Okay. Vernon said, I know what's wrong with you. You need a cruise. Amen to that, my friend. Cassie King said, does it cost more to use a TA? How do they make money but save us money? Cassie, the cruise lines pay them for their services. They get a percentage of your booking, of the booking. Simply put, if you book with the cruise line gets all of that money. If you book with a travel agent, the travel agent gets a commission as a part of the whole fare. So I'm trying to think of another, like something I can compare it to in life that's very similar, but I can't think of anything right now. But cruise lines love travel agents because it's expensive for cruise lines to run call centers and keep people, keep that staffed. So they support and love travel agents and they're happy to pay them a commission, but you don't pay more. Lauren Colvin, we homeschool our son and are always looking for ideas. We're going to Key West. Any ideas? Yeah, Lauren, we made a video all about things to do in Key West, the southernmost point, Hemingway's house, and other fun things. So go search that video. Well, if you'd like me to send it to you in a direct message on Facebook, just DM Cruise Tips TV over on Facebook page and I'll get it to you. Emmy Grace, would you consider an Antarctica cruise when Junior is older? We'd consider an Antarctica cruise now. If we had enough time off, we would do it now. Junior's #1 pick of cruises, places he wants to go is Antarctica. He wants to see some penguins. Nanette said, going on the Caribbean Princess at the end of April. Wish us luck. Yeah, good luck, Nanette. You're going to be fine. Cassie King said, what's the best Caribbean island? Oh, I don't know. I can't pick, Cassie. We'll let everybody else say. I'd say that my favorite island I've been to down there has been Tortola, probably. I loved it. We went over to Virgin Gorda for the day, so actually Virgin Gorda might be my favorite island. Shorty said, did you guys notice the seas were rough when cruising around Japan? No, not particularly. Not where we went. Do you remember it being rough? I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, guys, we've gone over our time. BLT Meek, I'm glad to say Princess Plus has been working out for you. I want to say hi to our friends Sharon at Sea who are in the house. Hi guys, nice to see you. Have a wonderful time on your cruise. I am so jealous that you're going back on Panorama this weekend, right? You guys have your big group cruise. Have a wonderful time. Mike St. Germain said, do you ever try to recreate the dishes you guys have on your cruises? Yeah, here and there we do. More the cocktails for me, Mike. I'm like a cocktail recreator, but sometimes the dishes. All right, guys. I hope that we have answered most of your questions. I'm going to pop in and see what I can do. Colton, that's a great parallel between The Office. Yes. Okay. Camp Dan, I don't really have a favorite Carnival ship. I haven't been on enough of them to have a favorite, but we were talking about that earlier in the chat, and they're all great. I love it. Okay, guys. Troy, any update on the Carnival Cruise Line Corp being hacked? Troy, it was actually Princess Cruises very specifically. In May, Princess Cruises had a phishing scam affect probably their corporate office that got into some people's emails, and therefore those hackers had access at Princess to crew, guest, and employee information. I don't think this is a huge issue from what I've read. It doesn't seem like it's a huge hack. But rather something that they've addressed and they're trying to kind of, inform the public about, but I'm not too concerned about it. Yes, Kit, we'd love to go on Carnival Mardi Gras. Okay, guys, guess what? We're going to be back here tomorrow night at the same time, same place. So come see us again. Thank you for joining us for March Muster. If we missed your question, send me a DM over on Facebook or Instagram at Cruise Tips TV. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Good night.
Cruiser of the Week!
Hey, click me to subscribe.